Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Tonight in Bitcoin. Today is December the 5th, 2017. At least it still is in the East Coast of the United States. I am in South Korea. I'm getting out of here very soon. Golden hold, buy and hold, strong hand, people. Hey, Bitcoin's getting closer to 12,000 apparently. I don't even know. I can hardly check the price. I was on a train yesterday coming back from Seoul to Busan. I'm in Busan now. I got to get a cab real soon to get to the airport. Don't know how to get a cab yet. No one speaks English. That's very important. Remember, people don't speak English very well in South Korea. That is something you need to know when talking about the cryptocurrency space, the connection between the United States and South Korea. If you speak Korean, you could do really well in cryptocurrency if you are in the United States and can come over to South Korea. That's what we learned from yesterday's video. Check out yesterday's video where I reported from Seoul about what's really going on in cryptocurrency in this world, in South Korea. Okay, so I am just going to wrap up since I'm in a rush to get out of here. I'm going to read what I have written down, what I've had written down for the last few days. Hopefully this will be a fast show. If you like fast shows, pound that like button. Check out the notes section below. You can get t-shirts, your Trezor. You can, the affiliate links, cryptohwwallet.com. I got to contact Joseph soon. I still got to email Vortex. I have to email all of you. I am way behind. I'm not going to be able to email anybody until I get back to Baltimore. That will be Wednesday night. And probably that means you won't hear from me until Thursday or Friday. Lots of you. Sorry. It's just too much stuff going on here. But and thank you for the person who signed up through Coinbase. I have a Coinbase affiliate link below. If you're in the United States, you can buy from Coinbase. That's like the easiest place to buy from. I know there are Coinbase issues, but if you're new, you want to buy Bitcoin, that's where you do it from. I have an affiliate link below. Thank you for the person who recently signed up for that. All right. Anyway, the bottom line is that yes, they don't know English here in South Korea. But so that limits the connection. They don't hear about everything that we hear about. They can't read our Twitter feed and all of that. But they are interconnected to us because they are buying Bitcoin. They are buying lots of altcoins. So it affects us. It is going to affect us. It is huge numbers of people. That is the culture here in South Korea. I hope I've been saying South Korea, not South Africa. That's for 2018 South Africa visit. Pound that like button if you want me to come to Johannesburg, March 8th, 9th, and 10th. Yes, I will be there if all goes well. But going back to South Korea, and I love it here in South Korea. I really had a blast here, guys. I don't like to rank what I had more fun here than I did in Japan, but I was only in Japan for two or 3 days in 2016. So maybe I'll visit Tokyo soon again, and you guys can show me what you're all about. But right now, Seoul and Busan, it's been great. But anyway, yeah, they are interconnected, whether we like it or not. We're going to have to deal with all the rumors that go around here in South Korea that help boost up, that do the iota effect. I mean, the insanity. I mean, everyone was asking me about altcoins. There's an altcoin curiosity because people feel like they did miss out on Bitcoin, but still people are going in and out of Bitcoin too. I think there are a lot of people that use the South Korean exchanges, maybe from China, who care more about Bitcoin because the Bitcoin price is boosted up here also. There is a lot, there is a lot of activity in South Korea. There is a lot of activity. It has been impressive to see it firsthand. I haven't linked to everything below yet. I know the New York Times just did an article on South Korea. I skimmed over it, and they came to a lot of the same conclusions that I did. They have very similar quotes from people who are like, I missed out on Bitcoin. I want to get in on this. I'm dedicating this amount of money. I used to be into stocks. Now I'm into cryptocurrency. I mean, anyway, let's move on here. Hang on. Yeah, so they do not, again, one good thing is they don't know about the English-speaking world drama at all, which is kind of cool. It keeps a lot of emotion out of it, but then they start believing everybody who claims themselves to be a guru after making 3 good predictions. I mean, that's not good. So anyway, pound that like button, subscribe to this channel, check out the links section below. Follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, TechBalt. I've been giving updates all the time, retweeting stuff from South Korea, all sorts of stuff. Bitcoin was on the cover of Barron's magazine. I meant to mention that quite a few days ago, but there, I mentioned it finally. All right. You need to have discipline, people. Remember, that's it. If there's been one theme to all of my videos, discipline, just discipline. Don't just think long term, the year 2020 halving. Here in South Korea, they have a different form of discipline, I guess. It's like we are we're trying to make as much money possible in such a short period of time. I mean, maybe that's not discipline at all, but I don't know. No, they don't have long-term. They're not in the long-term discipline. I guess they're in the short-term discipline if such a thing exists. Okay, let's leave that subject behind us now. My college roommate, one of my college roommates, great friend of mine. I haven't heard from him for so long. Shane contacted me just the other day. Then he's texting me right before the show. He's telling me about Ethereum. This is a guy. So I guess he's seen through various means that I'm into Bitcoin. And so he's got all sorts of questions for me. Shane, if you're watching this, we're going to talk soon enough. But I just wanted to point out to everyone out there that, yeah, everyone is getting into crypto. More and more people are getting into cryptocurrency. I said this at the beginning of my trip to South Korea. And it's just Shane has reminded me, just getting an email out of the blue from him telling me that he's bought some Bitcoin or he bought some Ethereum or thinking about buying some more Ethereum. And this is a really smart guy too, really smart guy. So he's very interested in all this, and it's a good sign. It's a good. He said it. He asked something like, he said something like, I feel like I'm late, but he's not late. This is only the beginning. So don't get tempted like all the South Koreans to get into all these altcoins because you think you missed out on Bitcoin, because you haven't missed out on Bitcoin, because it is just the beginning. So yeah, I wanted to point. And my friend Shane, what he used to say, it's so funny. He doesn't even know this. So he used to say in college, and we weren't talking about financial investments when he used to say this. He used to say, because I was always in a rush to do something, to get somewhere, or to do something with girls, or go to a party, or whatever I was into in college. And he would always say, patience is a virtue, Adam. Patience is a virtue. And now I'm going to tell him on the phone about how patience is a virtue with this Bitcoin thing. Don't think you missed out. Don't worry. And this is, I mean, again, everybody, patience is a virtue. And Shane, back in college, was one of the first. I mean, my parents obviously used to tell me that when I was a kid too, but he put it into real life terms with all the stuff we were dealing with in college. Is patience is a virtue. And good memories. And anyway, who knows who else is going to be contacting me? Some dude that used to party with me. He's like, man, I remember being at your house near Druid Hill Park. I haven't talked to you for a while. That's where I found my cat, man. Call me. I see this message in my email from this dude I hadn't heard from for years. I wonder what it's about. I wonder what it's about. It's probably about the Bitcoin stuff, because people are hearing that Adam Meister knows about this Bitcoin thing from whatever social media platforms that we share. Anyway, because there is a social media platform that I'm on. I have a personal page on there with all of my friends I have met in real life, and I don't even publicize it on this because I don't like when people from the Bitcoin world really contact me through there. I try to keep that a separate world, but I do occasionally post about Bitcoin on there. So some of these people are now, they're very curious now. So, I mean, this thing is obviously growing. If it's on the cover of the New York Times Barron's and all that stuff. All right. So people have asked me also about the bill. Okay, we're going to talk about that bill in a second, holding Bitcoin illegal. Okay, Venezuela. But the other day before I left, Gabriel, Maximo, what's the guy's name? Starts Jamie. All these guys from Venezuela are contacting me all at once, telling me about this, what's going on down there, how they're making their own cryptocurrency. And I didn't have time to comment on it. Now I do. So there's and again, their leader down there is doing this because he's trying to find a creative way of bailing out his broke economy. And he hopes that people are going to buy his centralized cryptocurrency. No, yeah. People are like, why doesn't he just use Bitcoin? Yeah, the answer is because he wants control. He wants centralized control. He doesn't care about crypto. He just knows it's a trend. He thinks it's a get-rich-quick scheme to bail him out. And you know what? He might have a point. He might be able to get bailed out a little bit, because there's all sorts of 80%ers out there that are like, ooh, I want the first official cryptocurrency of a country. I mean, if he makes it easy for anyone in the world to buy that whatever it's going to be called in Venezuela, then yeah, he's going to get bailed out by the 80% of the world. Okay, so the title of this video was the interconnectivity of, you know, Venezuela, South Korea, the 80%. My friends, it is all interconnected here. Okay, that is the beauty of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Even if someone's doing something that's kind of shady or whatever, the whole world can get in on it and boost that scam up if they want to. Okay, whether you could be an 80% or anywhere, and then that'll boost the price, and then more and more people are going to find. One positive thing about this Venezuela thing is that more people are going to find out about cryptocurrency because of it. Okay, so look at it that way. I don't want that dude to stay in power at all. Okay, but I do want the people of Venezuela to be in better shape. I do want more people to find out about cryptocurrency, okay? So we've got this interconnectivity. One bad thing happens in one place, but it's going to affect people in another place, because this is the free, no one is stopping anyone here. It can't be stopped, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. That is the beauty. I mean, but still, no one's going to bail out the 80% when they buy this worthless Bolivar coin and it goes to zero within one day or whatever's going to happen to it. You know, if some South Koreans are like on their little talk forums, they're like, oh, the Venezuela coin is the hottest thing. Maybe they're going to be the ones that boost it up, but they're going to lose out in the long run too. No one is. Anyway, you got to be patient. You got to have long-term thinking. You got to sit back and think. But most 80%ers, most people in the world are going to jump on all these bandwagons and help boost them up. And so I hope you get this I mean, being here on the ground in South Korea, you really get a grasp of how everything is interconnected. Even though they don't understand our language, they're pumping some things up that are affecting the altcoins over on our side and the price of Bitcoin. All right. So, I again, and I'm going to read what actually Maximo said about the Venezuela, just to put that out there. Okay. Yeah, the New York Times Korea observations. I will try to link to that article. Again, I am in a rush. I might not be able to put the link section below until I'm like out of the country. And I've got 40 minutes to get out of here. Let's see. I better find a cab. So yeah, Maximo, no, who said this? But they don't want to lose control of the money. They don't want to help the people. The only thing they want is to create another way for them to make money by selling us a garbage token. If you hear someone saying that the petro is a good thing, the person doesn't know blank about crypto. Okay, that's what Maximo had to say. And yeah, I mean, he has some points there. It's a centralized cryptocurrency they're trying to do down there, but you got to look worldwide here. It's spreading the word about cryptocurrency. Another government might make a cryptocurrency. Maybe another government's going to adopt an altcoin or a Bitcoin or anything because of this. This is the first step. So yeah, he might be doing it for a bad reason down there in Venezuela, but it could have very positive effects on the rest of us in the future. And it's going to have very negative effects on people too, because of the interconnectivity of everything that of this world, of this amazing world. Okay, here's a tweet from Chris Burnt, whatever his name is, and I'll try to link to it below. Half of the current crypto market participants have known nothing other than a bull market. Half? I would say like 80% probably, dude. All right, somebody just did something in the super chat, so I got to go over there. $5 from Vention MGTOW. Hey, man. Yeah, Venezuela crypto. I heard about it on the web. He heard about it on the web bot. Look, there's something I haven't mentioned for a while. I don't even want to mention it because maybe South Korea, maybe there'll be a South Korean version of Webbot. That's what they need. Oh, my God. Imagine if there was a South Korean version of Webbot. I mean, there's something. No, I don't even want to put that in anybody's head. And I'm not going to talk about that. The Webbot, obviously, don't follow magical gurus, people. That's been another theme of my South Korean visit. They get guru worship. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. All right. So yeah, only half of the people. I think 80% of the people out there are used to the cryptocurrency market only being a bull market. Maybe 90%. There's so many new people. All the people in South Korea, that's all they know. I mean, think of that perspective on all of this. The people in South Korea, all they know is a cryptocurrency bull market. Adam Meister, as you know, I've been in this thing since 2013, which I used to think wasn't a long time. It is an eternity now. I was through, and Vention was there also during 2014 and 15 during the bear market. I mean, it's like we're like World War II veterans here with our stories. There's no hardly. I mean, we're like Spanish-American War veterans. Pound that like button if you like being a 125-year-old man. No, all right. So okay, yeah, but yeah, trust me, guys. Bear markets. That's just a time when you just buy and you tell people, I have long-term thinking. I think this $200, $300, $400 Bitcoin, I think it's going to pay off for me one day. Bam! Now it's the present and the future. And hey, bear markets are opportunities. Just look at it that way. Always try to change a negative into a positive, okay? Always try to look at the bright side. And that's what I was doing in 2014 and 2015. And now, bam, I'm all over the place. All right. This is the part of the show where, like, I'm not looking at the chat or in the comment section. People are like, yo, coke's a heck of a drug or something like that. Again, to all the new people out there, I don't do any drugs. This is all natural energy. I eat healthy. In fact, I'm in the middle of a, what is this, like 36th hour of my fast or something? Because I'm about to travel. I don't eat it all when I'm like traveling on a plane. It's a good time to do your fast. I'm in the middle of a 72-hour fast. All of this energy, I'm going to do a little workout before I leave, do some push-ups, whatever. But yeah, if you're a healthy person, if you have a positive attitude, that's how you get energy, people. Not from drugs and trying to blur reality. It's from enjoying reality. That's what this energy is from, people. That is what this is from. And someone just gave me 20 bucks. Gregor said, thanks for shedding a light on the Venezuela. And he says, F Maduro. Yes, yes. I don't like Maduro at all, but I do like shedding the light on what's going on down there. Definitely. The people must be freed from socialism. They must be freed from communism and all of these horrible things that have oppressed economies and people. And the people, Bitcoin will free people from all over the world. That's why on This Week in Bitcoin the other day, I had that guest from Italy who spoke in North Korea to the people about cryptocurrency, taught them about blockchain and what, not blockchain, about Bitcoin. I'm saying blockchain. I sound like Corporate Meister now. CorporateMeister.com. Pound that like button if you like me pulling out names out of my butt all the time. No. So going back to that North Korea thing, yeah, I believe he laid the groundwork up there. Maybe if only one of those North Koreans could become a rebel and just started. I mean, they've opened the Pandora's box up there in North Korea. That is what I believe. By trying to teach them Bitcoin, they're opening a good Pandora's box. I hope. Because again, because some people are like, oh, that guy taught them to be spies or something. No, he didn't. He didn't teach. Who knows what the North Koreans want to teach, why they want to know about Bitcoin? Probably for hacking. Who knows what their government was thinking? But they opened a Pandora's box. If 25 of their brightest and smartest people out there now know Bitcoin, hopefully soon, hopefully that's just the beginning. Only the beginning up there. All right. That's a little bit of a ad lib there by me. Okay, it says, read this quote, Adam. Okay, so I'll read this quote. This is from a guy, what's his name? Ryan2382. I hope to link to this soon. Hey, buy and hold, think 2020 and delay gratification. I'm happy I found your YouTube channel. I'm in college and you should see the buzz on campus. People are talking about Bitcoin more and more. I got 20 plus friends to buy and I explained to them about Bitcoin halving in 2020. Dude, Ryan, if that's your name, you are awesome. I retweeted you. You're great. And that is good to know it's growing on the college campuses. Obviously, I don't hang out on college campuses like I used to do with my boy Shane when we were in college. I'm tying all these stories together today. Of course, I was Washington University in St. Louis. That's where Shane and I went to school. And no, I'm not saying the year I graduated. All right. So where else do we have here? Yeah. Oh, other thing some more things about South Korea that I didn't talk about. There's like a whole group of women out there, housewives between 50 and 70 years old, that have a tradition of investing in the stock market. Very interesting. And now they're investing in Bitcoin and with their husband's funds. They take their husband's money. They actually, the way it works here in South Korea, and I was being told this by real men in their 20s and 30s, or they were around that age, 30s. saying how their wives give them allowances, but the allowances are made up of their own personal income. Their women take their money and then give them allowances. So I know, it's horrible. It's hard. I can't believe it, but that's another show. That's another issue right there. But anyway, as these women get older and they have their men's money, then they spend their men's money investing in the stock market. And I think some of them have done pretty well. So their men keep, they're like, oh, sure, that she's investing my money well. So now some of these 50 to 70-year-old women, or a lot of them, are transitioning into cryptocurrency. So that's the important thing to get from this, that there's this culture of older women using their money, men's money, whatever you want to say, into the stock market. Now they want to know about iota effect and altcoins and Bitcoin and everything. So that's really an interesting thing I did not mention yesterday. And I think it's really interesting that women give their husbands allowances, but it's the men's money. The men go out and earn the money, then the women give them their money back. It's okay. That's for another. But whatever, it affects us in the United States because these women are spending their money on cryptocurrency, which affects. It's amazing. It's all connected. All right. All right. Good. 71%. Okay. Yeah. Ran back in South Africa. Now I'm talking South Africa. He hosts the CNBC show that I was on. Hopefully I'll see him in March. He has a tweet out, a question in a poll, and it already was answered. 71% of the people agree with me, by the way. So we're here. The Bitcoin dilemma. I made a trade into an altcoin using 5 Bitcoin at whatever, it cost him $40,000, $20,000, and he sold it. So he spent 5 Bitcoin and he only sold it for 3.1 Bitcoin, but he got 33,600 back. So he spent 20,000 originally. He got 33,600. So he made $1 profit there. That's a big profit in dollars. But he had 5 Bitcoin. He ended up with 3.1 Bitcoin. Did I make a profit or a loss? He's asking. He made a profit in dollars. So his question was, did I make a profit or loss? Because in Bitcoin, he went from 5 Bitcoin to 3.1 Bitcoin. So if he had just kept instead of playing games with altcoins, if he would have kept his money, because he is the crypto trader, so he had to play his games in altcoins. He had to trade, I guess. You don't have to do anything. But so he lost in Bitcoin. So the question was, did he make a profit or a loss? And 71% of the people know that you value your wealth in Bitcoin. All right? Value your wealth in Bitcoin and agree with me that he made a loss on that. Who cares that he made a profit in dollars? He should have kept it all in Bitcoin. He would have been fine. All right. He wouldn't have lost. He lost 1.9 Bitcoin. My Lord. All right. So, yeah, guys, just buy and hold Bitcoin. Pound that like button. 30. Okay. 25 minutes. What else do we have? Okay. People wanted me to talk about the Senate moves to criminalize non-disclosure of cryptocurrency ownership. And that's for people in the United States. If our government makes it illegal to not tell the government how much Bitcoin you have, I mean, that's ludicrous. That is horrible. They don't make me say how much alcohol I own, and I don't own any. But they don't make me say how many sofas I own, how many TVs I own. This is ridiculous. So if it even gets to the point where they really start moving along with this, yeah, we're all going to band together out here in cryptocurrency world, and we're going to be against this. If you think people were no 2X and know this and know that, and all these little memes that we've had, this will be real. This is something I'd be willing to mark, because I try not to worry about what the government does and all that stuff. Usually you can ignore it. And I can ignore it, because if they actually did this, I would just leave the country and never come back again. I can do that. But they're not. That isn't going to happen. We are going to fight that. And that is something that is worth fighting for, because that is bad. That isn't good. When you're that is a complete that is a dictatorship. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, they're getting into it's not a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? They're getting into our personal business there. That's just controlling every aspect of our life, when we have to list every single thing we own to the government. And no, I don't. First of all, if you bought from Coinbase, they're already going to know. But I'm just saying, it's not right. It's not right to pick on an asset like that and say, oh, you have to tell us how much of that asset you own. It's obviously about control. It's obviously they don't want people to avoid the system, to opt out of the system. And that is wrong. That is not freedom. That is tyranny. That is what I'm looking for. God, I can't think of words. Oh, God. So, yeah, if this bill, this non-disclosure thing happens, or even gets close to happening, you better believe right here on this channel, I'll be talking about it a lot, and I'll be going out of my way to do everything to shame those people over there. But they don't know what they're talking about. They're probably just trying to jump on a trend. They're a little worried that people are talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency now. They probably don't even understand what they're even talking about yet. But I mean, first of all, the Bitcoin holders of this country have a lot of freaking Bitcoin, and the equivalent, we could fund all sorts of campaigns against them. They would shut their traps real quick if we start funding people to run against them so they can't run their little scams anymore. Because let me tell you something, the people in the government, the ones who'd be interested in this type of tyranny, they're the worst criminals of them all. They've got all sorts of scams going on in the inner cities, wherever, cutting backroom deals. It's a disgrace. But that's how politics works, and that's why I want nothing to do with politics. And I don't play their little worship games. But if they're going to come into our world where the big boys play with the Bitcoin, then they better be ready, because this will be their worst nightmare. Let me tell you that. They think they're going to have the tyranny on the people. It will totally backfire on them. I guarantee it, because there are people out there. There are Bitcoin millionaires out there, or Bitcoin billionaires, even King of the Trolls out there, who is not exactly my ally on some things. I'm sure he would contribute some Bitcoin or Bcash or whatever to fight this type of tyranny in his native country. But anyway, so don't worry about it, people. Don't worry about it right now. Let's see how it progresses. But don't worry about it, because you know that I want you to know that people like me are willing to go against such tyranny in the United States government if they dare go to do such a silly law, a silly endeavor. Okay, it's tough. I mean, do they want to drive out all the wealth of this country? Do they want all the rich people of the United States just to leave and opt out? Because we can, and we will. Okay, especially the guys that don't have, you know, there's a lot of self-made dudes out there that aren't married, that don't have kids yet, that don't have wives yet, and they don't have anything holding them back. If they want to bring their mothers to another country with them, then they can, if you want to do that. Or if you do have a woman, you can bring your woman with you to another country. There's a lot of freedom out there that money gives you, that Bitcoin gives you. So, I mean, if there's anyone in the government that's watching this video, and there isn't, there's a little, there's some news for you of what might happen. But again, the people in the government don't watch videos like this. They don't even understand Bitcoin. They're probably just jumping on some trend, and this will all disappear with this silly law that I've already talked way too much about, and that is it. All right. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah, this Novogratz guy. He's a big finance guy. Vinny Lingham retweeted this. You know, so there's like the regular Vinny Lingham that we all love, that we all loved, who made great predictions and everything, who was not emotional, who was, you know, very to the numbers. And then there's the San Francisco Vinny Lingham. So this is from the San Francisco version of Vinny Lingham tweeted this out. And this is no, you know, Vinny, this is not a diss to you, but I mean, you get into this virtue signaling stuff sometimes, into this, who cares how many women we have in this field? You know, you hire the best people for your business. That's how you became a wealthy man, I think. I mean, you know, deep down you hired the best. You don't care what they look like, man. You grew up in South Africa. You say it yourself. You didn't like when people discriminated against you because you were an Indian. You cannot discriminate. You cannot differentiate between people on sexes. Anyway, so here's the thing. This is what Vinny retweeted. These are not Vinny's words. I'm just saying people get annoyed at Vinny when he retweets stuff like this, and rightfully so. It feels to me that 80% of the crypto community is male. For the revolution to thrive, we need more women on the team. I know it's a complex issue, but change starts with awareness. And then this guy makes up pound more women in crypto, or whatever that's it. Hashtag more women in crypto. I say pound that like button. And so I say not for that though. I call out, okay, so me, Adam Meister. So Vinny didn't write that, but Vinny retweeted that. But so let's forget about Vinny for a second, the San Francisco version of Vinny, because he tries to fit it. I don't know. I don't know Vinny personally. I've spoken to him obviously, but I'm not about fitting in to the culture around me, to the Baltimore culture around me that I grew up in, or whatever, that I might be a part. I don't even live in Baltimore anymore, really, okay? Or in Maryland. I'm away so much. But he's in Silicon Valley in San Francisco, so he's got to talk about things like this. San Francisco Vinny comes out in the tweets. But this dude, this Novogratz guy, saying that we need women, and he doesn't need to explain exactly why we need women in Bitcoin to thrive. We just need, no, we don't. We need the best people. If you're a woman and you're smart, come on over, baby. Come on over. That's great. I love it. But for me, for them to tell me I got to reach out, I got to go out of my way to get a woman in here, or to get or whoever in here, to somebody from a different country, someone from Antarctica. I mean, it's ridiculous. Diversity doesn't solve anything. Your mind solves the problems. It's your mind that gets you wealthy. It's your accomplishments. It's your hard work. It's not just you look a certain way, or you have a certain organ below the belt. No, it doesn't matter. We don't need to reach out. That's not what this Bitcoin world is about. That's not what cryptocurrency is about. And guess what, Novogratz? You're not going to be able to change it. Because the cream rises to the crop here. The cream rises to the top, okay? The 20% rise to the top here. You could try to 80% it as much as you want to. You can try to make it politically correct as much as you want to. It doesn't work here. There's no one to dictate that we have to accept that stuff, because we don't accept that stuff. And people like me, who got nothing to lose, who have no boss because of Bitcoin, can call you out every single time, Novogratz, or whatever your name is. And I called him out on that thread too. I called him out. I said it's virtue signaling. It's virtue. I don't know. They want more friends. Who cares about how many friends you have on the internet, Novogratz, or how many women you could say your buddies are hanging out with you and stuff? Is that how you value yourself? Oh, I freed all these women. I don't know what you're trying to do. If they're smart, they can join it, and they can make Bitcoin better. We attract the best minds to this space, and it's just going to make us stronger and stronger and stronger. Hey, and if you want to, you can scream about bringing diversity, bringing women in, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. You worry about it. Waste your time trying to bring in more women, while I spend my time trying to bring in more Bitcoin to Adam Meister, and to educate people on how they can get more Bitcoin, instead of worrying about politically correct BS that's been distracting people for years and years and years and years. All these people have been dedicating their lives worrying about, oh, we should get Hillary president. Oh, we should get Trump president. Oh, we need more women in this. Oh, we need more Hispanics in this. Oh, we need... You guys that have been, now you're seeing you wasted your lives away worrying about this politically correct stuff, when you should have been educating yourself about technology and what's hot and what's next. And if in 2013 you would have realized, hey, I shouldn't be worrying about this political stuff. I got to be worrying about learning about this Bitcoin thing. You'd be in great shape too now, and you'd be talking about Bitcoin and be able to speak your mind on the internet just like I am, with not a worry in the world. All right. That was a rant and a half. And this has been a fun video here. I mean, I really just got going there. What else do we have here? So, Vinny, get back to not being San Francisco Vinny, and you'll be awesome again. Totally. I mean, you are a smart dude, Vinny. You are smart. But when you become San Francisco Vinny, ugh, God. All right. What else do we have here? That's it. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Pound that like button. I won't be able to talk to you in the chat. I got to get out of here. I gotta go back to the United States.